Robert Cumings has devoted his career to help bring Boston, Massachusetts into the world's spotlight. Taking on one of the biggest challenges of his career, he became the first president of the newly formed Greater Boston Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Many cities throughout the country started to realize that they really needed a bureau, a separate bureau, to help bring more business to their city. And that's where the whole idea of the Convention and Visitors Bureau really got started. So Bob was really a pioneer of that.
You're dealing with politicians, and you're dealing with the customer, and you're dealing with your members and the hoteliers and restaurateurs, and it's just it's a very exciting environment.
How he handled the Convention and Visitors Bureau was as a team. Everybody that worked for the Bureau got off the bench. They all were expected. It didn't matter if their title was sales director. They still were expected to be of service to whatever organization was having the convention there.
He later became active in Partnership for Peace. With support from the International Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus, now known as the Destination Marketing Association International, it has helped European cities become more competitive in hosting conventions.
And we traveled to Eastern European countries and helped educate people about developing tourism and how they could go about developing their infrastructure.
He was also president of Sail Boston, which celebrated the 500th anniversary of the discovery of America. Bob raised more than $360,000, and over 6 million people attended the event.
He was instrumental in getting the first tall ship group of boats to come into Boston Harbor. A lot of us that are in destination marketing learned a lot of lessons from him on how to use major events to promote your city.
Bob supported every aspect of the industry. He was extremely active in many important associations, including the Convention Industry Council, the International Association of Convention Visitors Bureau, the Travel Industry Association of America, the National Urban Tourism Council, and the Trade Show Bureau.
Getting elected as the international chairman of the International Association of Convention and Visitor Bureaus was probably the highlight of my career.
Even though he represented a major convention bureau in Boston, he reached out to the smaller destinations in the country and wanted to include them in the leadership of the International Association of Convention and Visitor Bureaus.
Bob has created a lasting example of excellence through his hard work and tireless involvement within the convention and tourism community. He's been a valuable resource and a mentor for generations of successful individuals.
He's taking many people, including myself, under his wing and guided us through the industry. And as he grew in the industry, we grew in the industry, and it was just so enlightening to see the many accomplishments that he made in 20-odd years since I've known him.
Today, Bob is an adjunct professor at the Boston University School of Hospitality Administration. He fosters new talents by teaching destination marketing and serves on the school's advisory board of directors.
Young people should really make an effort to involve themselves when they're in school. They should get a good education and then involve themselves in a volunteer way or even as interns with a bureau or with a hotel, so they get a sense of the industry.
Robert Cumings is larger than life, and that's in the true sense of the word. He's 6'9" tall and a very impressive, imposing person that had a great smile and a warm personality.
Bob Cumings' work in Boston and around the world is legendary. He recognized the importance of strengthening conventions and tourism to aid the total economy. He served as a leader, instituting positive growth and change while helping individuals in the industry along the way.
I'd be hard-pressed to say I'd change anything. Sure, I would have liked to have taken some of the bumps out of the road, but I think all in all, it's been a wonderful ride.